Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Robbie Crager, the Flip Flop Flipper. We're in Winter Park, Florida, and we're starting a new series, guys. We're gonna call it This Is What We Did and This Is How We Did It. So this should be an example of actual real estate investment projects that we've done recently or in the past. And we're gonna start with this house on Willow Lane in Winter Park, Florida. Let's go take a look at it. As we walk around, I'll explain to you how we bought it, what we did after that, and where we're at and what we're gonna do with it next. Come on in. All right, guys, as we come into the house, let me tell you what we did here. So this was a traditional cold call house. This house wasn't even for sale. And so my son, McKenna, was sitting there cold calling people, trying to find houses. McKenna, how many times did you cold call people before you found this actual house?
For months and months, I've been cold calling people. This was maybe my 10th deal that I've done. So I'm calling 100 people a day. And typically that means I'm getting 2 to 3 contracts. If I get to 100 people a day.
Okay, so he was cold calling on property that wasn't even for sale. This house happened to be a hoarder house. The lady had already moved out of it. It has been sitting here for a while. It was very distressed, and she was thinking that she had no chance of selling it because of the condition that it was in. She had just kind of forgotten it. And when McKenna got a hold of her on a cold call, and guys, I think this is one of the most difficult ways that you can find real estate, but highly effective, as you're gonna find out from the numbers. We got a really great deal on this. So when he did get a hold of her and explained to her that, hey, we could buy your house from you in an as-is condition, that's what happened. He actually negotiated with her to buy this house for $240,000. Wasn't even on the market, guys, so remember that. He created something out of nothing by sitting there and calling 100 people a day to try and find 2 or 3 people that would say, yes, make me an offer, and then get 1 or 2 contracts a week or something like that. Anyways, $240,000 for this house in this neighborhood is phenomenal. This neighborhood, these are $400,000 to $600,000 houses. This one's probably on that lower end. In fact, we're testing the market with it right now, and we've put it out there at $420,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square foot house, and you'll get to see it all. So let's walk around a little bit and we'll talk a little bit more. But before they renovated this house, before this renovation happened, and you see the floors and you can see the kitchen, the place was wall-to-wall garbage. It was kind of traditional hoarder house. You had to push everything out of the way so that you could even walk through the house. It smelled horrible. It was really a real estate investor's dream. Everything is new, brand new kitchen, brand new floors. These floors are amazing. The stuff that was here before was garbage. The kitchen had to be gutted and taken out. We upgraded electrical, we upgraded plumbing. We did all new light fixtures, all new floors, paint inside and out, new blinds, new windows, new doors. The house has basically been completely renovated, top to bottom. It's got a 1-car garage. Guys, check out this bedroom that I'm in here now. So this was a Florida room. It wasn't part of the actual living space of the house. So we created another bedroom. We added the AC. So that means when you get to go to sell it, you have a bigger house, you get more money. Everything in Florida sells on a price per square foot. And so it's nice to add the little extra square feet. So we got 150 extra square feet, and that adds to the value of the house. As real estate investors, anytime you can add square footage to livable space inside of a house, go ahead and do it, especially when it's like this, already under the roof line, and it's an easy conversion. New bathroom, saved the tub, but all new tile and shower and everything. I apologize, we're not turning the lights on, guys. The tenant just moved out and we got here today. The lights clicked off on us while we walked in the house. So she turned the power off, and we're sort of doing this in the shadows. So this is the master bedroom, the bigger bedroom in the house. And you got your little master bathroom in here with an upgraded shower. These are big bedrooms. This is a nice house. That's why it was such a good rental property. This is a cash cow. So let me give you the numbers on how this one worked. The first time we rented it on a 1-year contract, it was $2,700 a month. And so our net revenue on that was about a $900 positive cash flow from purchase and renovation. The second time that we rented it, We got slightly more. We did a 6-month lease with a lady who was building a house or was rebuilding her house. Her house had flooded, her pipes had exploded, and so she needed a place while the contractors were in there fixing her house up. So she paid a bit of a premium to do a 6-month lease, and that was $3,200 a month for 6 months. She's the one who just moved out. We've got a really big, huge laundry room, and it's indoors. Again, when you have a rental property and you can have on-site laundry, especially indoors in Florida where it's not so hot, or where it's very hot outside, but it's not so hot when you have it inside, that's a big selling point when you're going to rent a house. Something to know as a real estate investor. And they got this nice back porch. And someone can do something amazing with this gigantic backyard that's back here. All in all, this is a great, great yard. This is a wonderful place to have a family. So another selling point when you're renting a house, big, big yard. All right, so the last thing I'll point out is that we've got a new roof here, and it's gray and it looks pretty good. But originally we wanted to have a black roof, and the roofer called up and said, hey, we can't get the black roof, it's on hold, but we've got another color that's just as good, you're gonna love it. And we didn't really question them at all. They put the gray roof on there, and so when we showed up to see it, we were less than thrilled about it, but actually it's grown on us over a period of time. It looks pretty good, but just the moral of the story is here, you gotta be very specific with the contractors. Don't let the roofers pick the color, or you might get something that you don't love. That's it, that's what we did, and I just told you how we did it. This was a fun deal. I love it because it was my son McKenna who did it, and you guys get to learn how you can buy houses by doing cold calls. So he was literally just got a list of people who owned property in Central Florida, was calling 100 people a day or trying to call 100 people a day. And he would on average get about 2 or 3 contracts from those 100 calls. If he got a hold of 100 people, he'd get 2 to 3 contracts, and then they would close on about 50%. So he was working for a wholesale company at the time. He ended up purchasing this and still have it as a rental property today. That's what we did. That's how we did it. Guys, thanks for watching the video. We're gonna have these real life experiences. Hopefully you'll learn a thing or two. On this one, it was a cold call deal. The house wasn't on the market. It's a cash cow, as we explained, and it's a great deal. Let me give you the numbers, guys. $240,000 purchase price, a $60,000 renovation, all in at $300,000. And this deal just keeps on getting better. So they were able to go to the bank. They have a great banking relationship with a bank that one of my son's partners has a really good relationship with, and they got all of the money pulled out. They actually pulled out a little bit of cash above what they had in it. So they got a loan on it for slightly more than $300,000, got all of their money out, plus a little kicker. Have had it rented this entire time. It throws off positive cash flow every single month. And now we're testing the market to see if it'll sell, and they'll make a chunk of money. So all in, $300,000. The house is worth $420,000, and then that's a deal. That's what we did. That's how we did it. Like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.